From Beyonce to the Beatles, using the internet to keep fans guessing. A treasure trove of 59 Beatles recordings were released on iTunes today, many of which had been bootlegged over the years but had never seen an official release. That's just a few days after the surprise iTunes release of a visual album from Beyonce, which sold over 800,000 copies in just 3 days. An iTunes record, by the way. Christopher John Farley is the speakeasy editor with the Wall Street Journal and the author of the upcoming novel Game World. I like that, Game World. I like that, speakeasy editor. I like that title. So, Chris, let's start with the Beatles, shall we? These recordings have been around for 50 years. What's the strategy behind releasing them now?
Well, they're releasing these recordings for a very different reason than Beyonce had for releasing her album. The European Union has new copyright laws on the books, and you can extend the copyright you have over a recording for 70 years, but the one catch is that recording has to be published. So various music companies and entities are rushing out some of the stuff they have in the vault just to get it out there, whether it's a small release or a big release, just so they can say, yes, now that work is now copyright protected, so if you want to perform it or sing it or do something with it, you have to pay us. And so that's the reason why we're suddenly seeing these Beatles recordings suddenly come out, and there's some really interesting stuff on this release. I mean, there's some stuff by John Lennon that John Lennon wrote that no one's really heard before, unless you're some sort of super intense collector with all sorts of contacts.
Yeah, you know, I want to say Beyonce's album. Hesitant to call it album. Can we still say that in this day and age?
I think we can call it an album. She's calling it a visual album. So I think people are trying to come up with fancy names to describe what people used to call an album. I mean, it's an album with some videos attached. Michael Jackson did the same thing. So it hasn't really changed that much.